Hello! Have you heard? I'm running a Get Creative workshop at ELHAP today. Would you like to join me? Just follow the ELHAP structure into the orchard where you'll find me in the Roundhouse. So it's time to get your creative hats on and join me, Vikki, for a Get Creative workshop. Together, we are going to flex our creative and artistic muscles. I can't wait to see you.
Oh, thank you for coming. This is the Roundhouse. What do you think? It looks great, right? So thanks so much for coming to our Get Creative session today. Would you like to come inside? Let's go. Hello and welcome back to Get Creative with me, Vikki. And so it's springtime. It's a great time of year. We're seeing lots of wildlife. We're hearing lots of wildlife, as you can probably hear the bird song outside. And we're seeing lots of plants growing and leaves on the trees. It's really beautiful and the sun is shining today. So I thought we could do a spring themed creative workshop. So what kinds of things do you think of in spring? Well, it's also Easter time at the moment, so I was thinking let's do some artwork about some baby bunny rabbits and baby chicks. So we are going to make this artwork with some paints. Particularly I'm choosing today yellow and orange for our chicks and rabbits. And also to make these chicks and bunny rabbits, we are going to need some toilet rolls. And we're going to use these to get the shapes that we need. So we also are going to need some felt tip pens, and I've got yellow and orange to match my paint, and also black as well for some details. And I've also got a couple of paint brushes as well for some painting techniques that we're going to add to it. So let's get started. Are you ready? Great. So first of all, I'm going to grab my toilet roll and I'm just going to use the circular end to dip into my paint. So I'm going to go straight in and dip in my orange paint. I'm going to dip it right in there a few times, turn it round, make sure there's lots of paint all the way around that edge. And then I'm going to come over here and somewhere along the side, along kind of the middle, I'm going to print down. I'm going to press that paint down onto the page and lift it off again so I have a circle. And so that is going to be my rabbit face. Next I'm going to do another circle just below it for my rabbit body. Ready, and squish that on there and lift it off, and we have another circle. I think I'm going to do another one of these over here on this side, not too high on the page because we need to fit some ears on as well, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So I'm doing another bunny rabbit head and a bunny rabbit body here, and then I'm going to leave that to rest in one of the spare paint palettes. I'm going to grab my other toilet roll, and for this one we need a slightly different shape. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to squish it flat. So I'm going to fold it flat. So we have a new shape. We have a sort of rabbit ear shape, really. So now I'm going to squish this into my paint as well. I'm going to have to put it back to a circle to fit it in my paint palette. I'm going to squish it in there, get lots of paint on it, and then fold it gently again so we've got a nice long shape. And then I'm going to add my ears to my bunny rabbits. So just next to the head. There's one. I'm going to dip it back in the paint. Throw a bit more paint on there and then add my second one. Squished down like that. So we've got lots of shapes on this page at the moment, but I'm going to show you how to really turn it into a rabbit. You will see. So I'm going to add my couple of ears to my other rabbit over here. Squish that down and dip it back in the paint, and then make sure it's the ear shape again and squish that down that side as well and lift it up and leave that to rest there. Now we get to draw a little rabbit face on. So the rabbit face is going to go in here and in here, and to do this I'm going to draw two little eyes first of all. So up here, two little eyes, make sure they're about the same size. There, and then I'm going to do a triangle for the nose pointing downwards. Colour that in so you can see there's a triangle in the middle, also in black, and then from the point of the triangle I'm going to do two curly lines. So I'm going to go down and curl to the left and then down and curl to the right, and that makes the little rabbit mouth. Then I'm going to put a few dots on his cheeks just for added cuteness. I'm going to do the same thing to my other rabbit. Little eyes, a triangle, and then from the bottom point of the triangle we do curl to the left and curl to the right, and our dots on the cheeks. There we go. Next I'm going to grab my paintbrush, and it's a fairly small paintbrush, and I'm going to get my orange paint and I'm going to colour in the ears. It doesn't have to be exact. You can leave bits of white space. It's kind of cute. Now I'm going to colour in the body. The big swirly circle. There we go. That's my little bunny rabbits. And I'm going to be cheeky and add another extra little detail with my felt tip pen. I'm going to put a little curly tail on the bottom of the little poofy tail on the bottom of the rabbit. And colour that in. There we go, it's got a little poofy tail. So now I'm going to paint in my other rabbit. So cute. I love rabbits. I love when you're going on a walk and you see a few rabbits bouncing around, hopping along. They're super cute. And now I'm going to add my little poofy tail to the bottom of my rabbit. There we go, we've got a couple of spring bunnies on our artwork. And now I've got this big space in the middle, but do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do a chick in the middle, a lovely yellow chick. So I'm going to use my toilet rolls again, and I'm going to start with the circular one. I'm going to use the other end because obviously this end has orange on it, so I'm going to use the opposite end and dip that in my yellow paint. swirl it around so I get lots of paint on there. And then I'm going to do that, put that in the middle, squash that down on the page. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my folded toilet roll, dip that in the yellow paint, and this is going to be the wings, the little flappy wings for the chick. There we go. Make sure I've got lots of paint on there and squash that down again. I'm going to come into the side and print down onto the page with my card, with my toilet roll. So now I'm going to print in the paint again, get lots of paint on there. If you're having trouble with this, you can always paint onto the toilet roll with a brush, just to make sure it's all on there. And now I'm coming the other side of my circle, my chick's body, and I'm going to squish that down the other side and lift it off. There we go. So I've got my circle in the middle and then my two squished circles either side because they make the wings. Now I'm going to add a face to this chick to bring it to life. So I'm going to do two little eyes near the top in black. And then I'm going to grab my orange pen and I'm going to draw a little beak. So this is a bit like the rabbit's nose. It's another triangle, but just a bit longer. So a straight line at the top and then make a long triangle for your chicken's beak. Like this. And then I'm going to grab the black pen again and I'm going to draw some little feet on it. So one line down and then three little lines coming off. Another line for the other leg, and three little lines coming off for the little feet. There we go. So I have my chick, which is the round shape with two wings on either side. I've got eyes, got a little orange nose and two legs. And now I'm going to grab my paintbrush again and colour in those wings in yellow. So let's get my yellow paint on my brush. Here we go. Just colour in those wing shapes that we made. There we go, super cute. There you are, lovely Easter scene, or springtime Easter scene. It's brilliant. So now I think I'm going to add a little bit of grass at the bottom, just to finish this off a little bit. So I'm going to clean my paintbrush, grab some green onto my paintbrush, and then to make grass at the bottom, I'm just going to do a zigzag line at the bottom. So up and down and all different heights with my zigzag. Get some more paint on there. Even go over the top of it again. There we go. There's our little springtime scene with our green grass and our bunny rabbits and a little chick. Here we have a close-up look at our springtime artwork today. So here is our chick and one of our rabbits, complete with grass in their meadow, which I imagine they love. There you go. So why don't you have a go as well at home, grab some spare toilet rolls from the recycling bin and have a go at making your own little animals for springtime. I hope you have fun. See you next time.